Hi, I want to let you in on some failures that I've had in my business. These failures, I've had quite a few, but these in particular are all about launching some of my online programs. I've created, I probably have about a dozen different programs that I've recorded and that I leverage and use in different ways, shapes, or forms. What you may not know, or what you might not remember, is that I actually have had 3 launches before my previous one of Electrify, which went very well, by the way. But the previous 3 were really, by all accounts, a massive failure. They didn't result in the kind of conversion that I was looking for, and I didn't earn back the investment that I had made in them. And so I stopped doing online launches because it just felt inauthentic, and it didn't feel like who I am. And one of the things that I really disliked about the way my programs were structured in the past is I would send out the information and then I never got to connect with the people that were using it. And that for me doesn't feel great. I'm someone who likes to keep a very intimate group around me. You are very special to me, and I am very invested in your success. And if something's not working, we can always figure it out. And if a piece of content isn't hitting, then let's talk it through. And I didn't like that one-way transmission that the online courses did. So I spent about a year rethinking, regrouping, licking a little bit of the ego wounds as I got over having very, very small launches. And I'm talking like, on one of them, I think I sold 1, and I only sold 1 because I then discounted the ticket. So it was like, it really didn't hit the books as a massive success. So I spent a year trying to figure out how to create this experience where I could reach more people at a lower price point and still have it have the same value. So why am I telling you this? Because one of the things that I did, well, I invested in 2 places. One, I invested in a copywriter because I knew that being someone who's very transactional in nature, I'm very black and white and I just sort of tell it how it is. What was missing in my online connection with my customers was that emotional connection that has to come through for someone to feel related to me. When I look back at my old sales pages and conversions, they were all very feature laden. This is what you get. This is what we're going to learn about. This is what it's going to do. There was very little emotion attached. So one thing I did was invest very heavily in a copywriter, and we spent hours together crafting just the right message that really conveyed what I was trying to say. The second investment that I made, and the one that I want to talk to you about today, is I took a course with Stu McLaren called the Tribe course. It was a big investment and it was a big risk. I had invested in other online programs and gotten very little returns out of it, but there was something about the way that Stu worked that really spoke to me. It was very personal in nature. I just automatically liked him. And I also liked the content that he was sharing and the place that it was coming from, because that is what I was wanting to then convey with my people, to have it come together for Electrify. And so I invested in the Tribe. And it was a big investment, and it was a stretch for me to be able to do it. And I did it. But what I did is I made sure that I made my investment work for me. That meant that I listened to each and every module and took each and every piece of content and I adapted it to me and I applied it to Electrify so that it worked. I absolutely got my investment back in the Tribe multiple times over. And the reason I'm telling you this story is Stu is opening enrollment again for Tribe. He is unleashing his sort of Tribe 2.0. It's an updated version of the course that I did. I'm going to go through it again because it was just that valuable. And I'm looking to work with him above and beyond just the coursework. That's how much I believe in what he's doing. I know that you and I have been talking a lot about recurring revenue and how do I create this revenue model in my business where each and every month money plops into my account and I don't have to sell something new in order to have that income. If this is something that's missing for you, honestly, the Tribe course is one of the best ones out there. I haven't found anything better. It is an investment. I get it. What you're investing in is the knowledge and the expertise in order to get you into that recurring revenue that's going to have such positive impact for you. The other piece that you're investing in is access to his inner circle community, which is one of the most supportive and helpful and kind communities that I've ever come across outside of my own, which obviously I'm biased about, but I love the women that are in my communities. And it's incredible what he and Sandra have been able to do, because they have a couple thousand people in there. I know that you may be looking for options and you may be wanting to figure out what to do. I just wanted to personally give my recommendation to the Tribe course, because I know firsthand the impact that it's had, and I know the quality of person and character that Stu and his team are, and I love what they stand for. So I don't really do a lot of affiliate sales. In fact, Stu is the only one who I have ever promoted to this length. If you want to talk about if the Tribe course is right for you, just send me a message. I'd love to talk to you about it. And the special offer that I'm going to put in is, if you want to take the Tribe course, then I will gift you 2 private calls with me where you and I can talk through the content and make sure that it applies to you. This is not something, I don't ever sell 2 calls, so you can't buy this anywhere. This is if you come in through my link, and yes, I'm an affiliate. If you come in through my link, I'm going to gift you some calls so that I can help you make the Tribe course work for you, and we can get you that recurring revenue. Anyway, consider it. If you do, that's fantastic. If you don't, that's fine. My feelings aren't hurt. But I just wanted to talk to you about how I took a failure, invested in a course, invested in my knowledge, and have been able to earn that investment back, honestly, over tenfold, just as a result of taking the course. So there you have it. I'll talk to you soon.